Hello, everyone. Hello, Eternal Life fans. Today is Halloween, and tomorrow is going to be the Day of the Dead. That's when I'm going to be uploading this video. And in 7 days is the election, so it's a very important time. But anyways, I wanted to talk about my roommate's filming. Okay, do you have anything to say, roommate?
I think dead people are losers.
Well, there you have that. I can't disagree with that. But anyways, the Day of the Dead. Let's talk about the Day of the Dead. Now, the Day of the Dead is a day that a lot of people kind of try to honor the dead. They try to remember the dead. It's very popular in Mexico. You'll see those sugar skulls, and you'll see these people, their whole ceremonies. It's all about honoring the dead. What's the point of honoring the dead? The point of honoring the dead is to help the living. So we want to honor the dead in such a way where it's really going to be honoring the living, and we do that by remembering the dead, remembering why they died, remembering all the reasons that led up to their death, their mistakes, that now they're dead because they made mistakes or they happen to get unlucky or whatever, but they're dead. And so let's take a lesson from their life, because the dead really cannot be helped at this point, right? They're dead. We can't do anything to help them. So let's focus on helping the living. We have to, a lot of people, when they think of the dead, they kind of try to overlook their faults. They kind of romanticize them and lift them up on some pedestal. But it's important to understand that these dead people, they made actions. Okay, they took actions that were careless and risky in a lot of times that led to their death. So let's not end up like them. And I guess the good news is that I don't think we have to end up like these dead people. I think we can live forever, and we just need to cure aging. We need to work on our own eternal life strategy and perfect our strategy, and pay attention to details, meticulously plan our life so that we don't die, so that we are being safe, we're being extra safe, we're being extra cautious, we're being extra healthy, we're living that life where we're gonna live forever, like if we do everything right. And I really do believe that we can live forever. Death is just extremely sad. Death should make us angry. When I think of death and all these dead people, and I am extremely angry. Not only am I terrified for my own life, that I could end up like these people if something goes wrong, because my eternal life isn't a guarantee. This is not a certainty. This is something that I'm striving for. It's something that I'm working for, and but it's scary because none of us have a safety net. We don't know for sure that we're going to live forever, and it's terrifying. That's the real tragedy of life. Is this, we're mortal, and freaking sucks, but we can do our best to live forever, and all we can do is our best. And it's good to look at your life every now and then and really ask yourself honestly, look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you really doing your best? Because I don't think a lot of people are. They're exposed by their own actions, by their own carelessness in their everyday life, the choices they make. I mean, a lot of times I see people prioritizing their own pleasure, or they're doing hedonistic activities in their life that they might be fun. I'm sure it's really fun, but is it the best choice for your eternal life? Are you being a promiscuous? Are you doing careless things like that? Are you eating unhealthy food? Are you recklessly endangering your life by traveling to dangerous locations in the world. There's so many risks, and I talk about these risks in various videos, and there's a lot we can go into, but we generally know the risks that we take, and you have to ask yourself, are you taking risks? Like, are you putting your eternal life first? With eternal life, it's so important, I think, that it needs to come first in our life. We have to prioritize our eternal life first, above everything. It's like, this is, think of eternal life as a treasure, a priceless treasure. It's the treasure of treasures, and you should be making any sacrifice. Anything would be worth sacrificing if it helped your odds of living forever. That's the way I like to think of eternal life. It's like a treasure, and it's worth anything. It's worth putting in that extra effort to, really be serious about it. Because I think there are, yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys live forever, and we can hang out for eternity, and have fun forever. Think about it. A lot of people, what good is your fun? What good is your life? What good is anything? What's the point of life? If you die, if you end up dead, if you end up in the ground, okay, as a rotting corpse, what good is your life? What good was anything you did? What was the point of it all? What's the purpose of life if you end up dead? So that's just the way my mind thinks about things. Some people would probably disagree. They think that life is meaningful even though it ends, and I don't think so. I don't think that life has any point or any meaning if we have to die, if we end up dead. So the message of transhumanism is that we can live forever if we advance science quickly enough, if we advance the technology, if we figure out some solution. And we can look to nature as well. We can look to things in nature. We can look to, I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, I'm still searching for the solutions to live forever as myself. I don't have all the answers for anyone, but I do know that if we don't live forever, there was really no point to your life, really. That's the way I think of it. So I just want to talk a little bit about the election and just Trump. And I'm not going to say a lot right now about Trump because I've already talked about Trump in most of my other videos. And but Trump, if you don't want to end up dead, if you don't want to die, I highly recommend voting for Trump, because Trump really is the candidate that is most concerned about the safety of American citizens, protecting us from terrorism, protecting us from crime, rampant crime that is coming in from the border, illegal aliens crossing the border, murdering people. This is a real concern. So we need law and order in America to keep us safe, and I really think Trump is the candidate that's really wants to keep us safe. I mean, that's even his slogan, "Make America Safe Again." That's one of his slogans, and I do believe that from everything I've seen. And also, not to mention, Trump, look into Peter Thiel. He gave a speech about why he wants to vote for Trump, and he's into this idea of capitalism, and I think that bird is annoying. So, a lot of people, they get into this mindset where they think death is inevitable. because that's what we've been brainwashed to believe. And then they start to just accept death, and they try to come to terms with death. You know, maybe they'll have an existential crisis, and then they'll eventually just come to terms with, oh, I'm just gonna die, and they eventually accept it. I don't think we should accept death. We need to be of the mindset that we could live forever and that we should be fighting it. If we don't have that mindset, we're gonna become fatalist. We're gonna become fatalistic. If we think that we have to die, if we think that death is inevitable, if we think it's certain, are we gonna have motivation to live forever? How are we gonna be motivated to cure aging? How are we gonna be motivated to fight all these diseases and do everything that is necessary to live forever? To be motivated, we have to think it's possible. So it's important to understand that living forever is possible. Anyways, thank you for watching. And oh yeah, you should subscribe to the email list, because we're making this email list, and I want to have a way to contact all those Eternal Life fans that are interested in what we're doing.